Hey guys, it's Nicole and I'm back. In this week, we'll be focusing on sight words for our workbook Workshelf Wednesday. Stay tuned. Okay, so let's jump right in. First, I'm going to show you the file folder activity that I found. Again, I will link these printables in the description box below. I made another file folder activity. This time it is a sight words Gumball themed activity, which I thought was very cute. And I made a file folder game out of it. I simply took the worksheets, cut the Gumball machines out. I cut the little sight word strips out, and I laminated them, even though they're not very durable, but I laminated them, and I also did the little gumballs as well. I did not reinforce this with cardstock, but I definitely would recommend that you do that. I adhered everything to this dollar store file folder, and I laminated it because lately it's all about durability. I'm trying to preserve these things for as long as possible. I made little folders out of cardstock on the back, and what I did is I go ahead and folded up, all I did was fold up the cardstock in half, and I glued it to the back of the file folder. And then when I laminated it shut, but then I cut it open after it was done. So now I have this really great pocket to house these items in when I'm not using, or when they're not going to be using the file folder. So the game is pretty simple. All you do is you have your sight words cards here, and you call out the sight word, and you have your child cover the gumball with the gumball pieces, and that's it. It's kind of like a roll and cover activity, except you call out the word. Say can. You called out can, they find the matching circle and they put it on top of the gumball. Simple as that, until every single one of them is covered. And I think something like this, because it's a candy themed game, maybe you want to reward them with, you know, a few fruit snacks, a couple Skittles, something after they've covered everything. And I found that this was really cute, and my 3-year-old is having fun with this, especially because he knows his level 1 sight words, and this will take him to the next level. So another activity that I found, which is really adorable, is the sight words egg flip game. Now, I need to go and get a lighter weight, this is not a spatula, I forget what it's called, but a lighter weight spatula flippy thingy, because this is kind of heavy for him. But what you do is you put out a few, and you call the word out. You say, which one says it? He'll point to it, and I say, okay, flip it. So he will have to take the spatula. I'm not going to be able to do this with my left hand. This is impossible. But you get the idea. The kid will take it and flip it as best as they can until everyone that you call, that they've identified, is covered. So let's go the. So he'll get the, flip it as best as he can, not using his hands. And that's what makes this fun, because it's also like a life skills and fine motor skills activity. So they have fun with this. So until all their eggs are flipped, they're not done until all their eggs are flipped. 4, find 4, flip it. So really cute game, and I like it. Free printable, and use the supplies that you have laying around your house to do that. So those are the 2 sight word activities this week that I found. And what we do every day for sight words is we use this program called Meet the Sight Words. And I made reference to it when I spoke about our early learning or preschool daily learning notebook. They have their sight words in the preschool notebook in a pouch These cards are from My Father's World curriculum. I got them from a friend, and I picked out the sight word because they had tons of words for their vocabulary for My Father's World curriculum. I believe it was a grade 1 curriculum. And I took as many sight words, level 1 sight words out that I could find. And I simply started with my 3-year-old going over the cards every day. And he learned all these he knows. This is about 12 sight words. So he knows these. I can flash these cards and he knows them. So we review those, and then I pick 2 books out of the Meet the Sight Words level 1 group of books, and we go over those for the week. So after he does his sight words, we read the sight word book. I read it out loud, and I pause and allow him to tell me the sight word. So I'll say, I have, and he'll say a dog, he said. So, and they start to become familiar with the pattern of the book. So by the end of the week, he can pretty much tell me what's coming next. He can tell me he is in the yard based on the picture and the fact that he knows that what the is and in, because these are, and he, because these are all sight words. So this is a really good way to emphasize the sight words and to get them to understand just like pre-reading skills. Have them sound out the subject of the story. So he learns what dog is because we've been reading dog. He learned what bike is because we've been reading the bike. So he sees bike, he knows bike. Meet the sight words. Someone asked me for a total review of the curriculum. I think it's great. It comes with 3 DVDs, level 1, level 2, and level 3. What I do is every couple of days I have them watch the level 1 DVD, and this is for my 2 and 3-year-old. I just put it on and they watch it. Very entertaining because the words actually sound themselves out and they move, and they take the shape of animals, and like for example, for here, on is a pig. Really cute. They find that totally amusing, and it helps them to remember it. So now my 3-year-old definitely can identify the sight words based on these DVDs. My 5-year-old, he learned how to read with this system. This paired with My Baby Can Read definitely had him reading. Before he was 3, he was reading because I had just him and I had that 1-to-1, and plus these tools, it just sealed the deal for him. He still enjoys watching these DVDs even though he knows all of these words. So it comes with the books. As you can see, badly beaten because I've had these things for at least 3-4 years now. Kids love it. Each set comes with 12 books labeled, level reader 1 through 12. So this one is number 7 of 12. And you just put them in order and you read it to them in that order. They absolutely love these books. The little characters are really cute. The words are big. The sight words are very legible. They colorful pictures, cute little images, very simple, very straightforward. The kids totally enjoy when I read these to them, and then they jump in when they recognize the word that they know. So that's the thing that makes it exciting, because you're following up from the DVDs to the books, and then the repetition of you saying the words over and over again and pointing them out to them. So level 1, level 2, which as you can see is ripped up, and level 3, which no longer has a box. But that's just how much they enjoy it, to the point that they, might want to nibble on it. But they are pretty durable. They've held up pretty well, and they advance and become more detailed as time goes on. So I really enjoy these. To teach your child how to read, no, I wouldn't buy these to teach your child how to read. But if you're getting into sight words, these are really great for pre-K and kindergarten, for your kids to get the grasp of identifying and recognizing sight words on a daily basis. So I just want to do that quick review because someone had asked how I feel about it, and I think it's great, and I do believe it works really well. Another thing that I want to say is that whenever you're teaching your kids something, repetition is what seals the deal. You cannot buy a curriculum and not be consistent with it. It's about the consistency. It's about the persistence of it. So definitely when you buy a curriculum, don't waste your time and money if you're not going to actually use it every day. It's all about consistency and repetition. So that's just pretty much the two activities that are sight word related that I wanted to cover this week. I will definitely link the sources in the description box below for these two really cute, really fun sight word activities. And also preschool prep, meet the sight words. I'll also do an Amazon link where you can find this curriculum as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and happy homeschooling and happy learning. Goodbye.